Okay, now it's time for the naturally inspired moment. And today I want to talk about this. Let's uncover what's holding you back. So many things I think that goes through our minds when we are trying to achieve a goal or get to a new destination, right? On our journey. And a lot of the times it can be so frustrating because you think, I just want this. This is what I want. This is what I want. And you're so focused on it and you can't tell what's holding you back. You can't see it. And we all want results, but sometimes it's not about doing more. It's about uncovering what's happening beneath the surface in your subconscious beliefs and habits that are shaping your outcomes, and you might not be aware of them. So today I want to talk about 5 strategies to reveal the hidden patterns that might be quietly sabotaging your progress. So number 1, you might be on autopilot. So what am I doing automatically that isn't helping me anymore? Most of our day is run by our unconscious loops, how we react, what we eat, even how we talk to ourselves, that internal dialogue. So begin noticing without judgment, right? Don't judge yourself because just asking yourself the question, diving in, bringing awareness around what you might be looping on breaks the cycle. So you don't have to beat yourself up like, what is it? What is it? What am I doing? What could it be? No, just bring awareness to it, right? What do I do automatically without really thinking about it? And could that be holding me back from making progress? Number 2, trace the emotion, not just the action. So ask yourself, what emotion shows up right before I self-sabotage or I go off track? Is it frustration? Is it anger? Did someone piss you off? Is it fatigue? What are you feeling before you kind of go off track to self-sabotage? Because behind every habit is a feeling. Stress, shame, boredom, or fear often drive behaviors that work against our goals. So identifying the emotion is a big part of stopping it before it goes down. I always refer to it as like you're standing on a platform at a roller coaster, waiting to get on a roller coaster. You see it coming. You feel the mood change. You have a thought and you see it coming. You have a choice while you're on that platform. You can get on or you can stay on the platform. But you have to be able to identify it coming. So that's kind of like how we identify the patterns, because behind every habit is a feeling. So what are you feeling? It can be just even stress, like, oh gosh. And you know what stress is? Stress is the space between what you have and what you need and what you want. That's it. That's it. So the difference between the two is stress. So if you can say, oh, I'm getting stressed because I'm thinking about where I am right now and where I want to be, the outcome I want. That's what creates stress. So if you can identify that, oh, I'm thinking about this again. And if I keep thinking about this and don't interrupt my thought pattern, I'm going to get on the dang roller coaster. And then I'm going to actually set myself back instead of propel myself forward. So now, knowing that, when you see that, when you have those thoughts coming, right, the dwelling on the space between what you have and what you want or what you need, if you feel yourself in that space, you can talk yourself down and say, oh, I'm just dwelling on the space in between. Listen, pick a path and stay the course. Don't worrying about it every day and obsessing about the fact that you are in the space in between right now and not at the finish line doesn't make it happen any faster. No, it just makes the whole ride miserable. So what you do, you don't ignore things, right? You address it, you build a plan, you get on the path for the plan, and you enjoy the journey, understanding that you are going to get to those results. The only way you don't get to those results is if you quit. So commit to yourself that you won't quit and you're going to get there. You may go up, you may go down, you may pivot, you may have to adapt, but as long as you don't quit, you're going to get to the finish line. Rewrite the script. So what story am I telling myself when I quit, procrastinate, or forget to follow through? Your subconscious may be repeating old scripts like, I always fail. This never works for me. Stop. You got to rewrite those. This time is different because I know what I'm doing. This time is different because now I know what's triggering me to self-sabotage. Spot the pattern in disguise. Ask, what keeps happening again and again? Whether it's choosing the wrong foods, quitting new routines, avoiding resting, if it keeps repeating, it's not random. Track the pattern. Look for the deeper belief it's tied to. Many people will try these short, very intense protocols to get results because they just want it to be over. That's not the way change works. It's a transformation system. It's a transformation process. You don't transform into a marathon runner overnight when you've been sedentary for the last 25 years. No, you will become a marathon runner if that's your goal, but there's a transformation process involved in that. And it's one day at a time, over and over and over and over again. You think, oh, that's going to take too long. Okay, what's the alternative? The alternative is you never become one. See what I'm saying? It's pointless. Give yourself a break. Pick a path, get on the path, do the work every day, and know that you're going to get to the finish line and enjoy the journey. Number 5 is slow down and ask why. Why am I doing this? We're going to go back to the compelling future again. Before that impulse buy, that skipped workout, or that third cup of frappuccino, whatever it is, right? Take a pause and create a moment of consciousness. Because those other habits are unconscious. They're on a loop. You're now creating a moment of consciousness. One breath between impulse and action can reveal everything. I guarantee you there is a thought pattern that takes you off track. It's not just a random thing. It is a pattern that has been built in to your neural pathways for years, over and over and over again. But the good news is that the brain responds so well as soon as you say, hey, this is a pattern here. I committed to this. I want to do this, but yet here I am making choices that are on the contrary. This is a pattern. What am I doing here? Boom. The brain looks for, what am I doing here? 5 strategies for what's holding you back that you can't see. You're listening to Naturally Inspired Radio. I'm Tammy Cuthbert Garcia. Stay tuned. We're already into hour 2. I can hardly believe it. We'll be right back.